Damn, I'm going through this. This is the fourth take of this video, actually. If you don't know, I'm Cal McKay. I'm a writer, I'm a student, and I am a comic book fan. And these are the Over Cider talks. Now, the cider of this evening shall be Scrumpy Cloudy Cider from Weston's. Very good cider, bit gassy, but good value, blah blah. But you're not here to listen about the cider. I'm just going to be drinking the cider while I talk to you about something awesome. Now, before we get to something awesome, but you can already tell the awesome thing because of the title, I'm going to a convention this year called Alcon, where I will be cosplaying as one of my favourite characters of all time. This character is hyper-intelligent, an expert in combat tactics, strategy, languages, chemistry, and biology. In the sense of exercise and diet and things like that. So we're talking about someone incredibly intelligent here. I mean, this guy can speak, I think about 10 languages? More than that, I think. But he can speak 10 languages fluently and more than that passably. He also has photographic memory, as well as a number of other traits, including willpower on par with his archenemy Batman. Now, on top of that, he is immeasurably strong. The last time it was ever recorded, he was able to bench press 2 tons. 3 tons if he got really pissed off. I've had days of that. Anyway, now this character is Bane, Nightfall Bane. And Over Cider is my chance to discuss my favourite comic book characters and just have a general fanboy about them while drinking very tasty cider. Hello. So, why Bane is awesome? Well, he's the man that broke the bat. That's just straight off the bat. He is the only person who has ever beaten the Batman to the point where he could not come back. At least not right away. I mean, let's face it. The Joker is the Batman's arch nemesis. His big baddie. He's the opposite to him. But he's never harmed Batman to the point where he can't walk for over a year. Poison Ivy. Another great character. Another really big villain against Batman. She's never put him down. Mr. Freeze, Scarecrow. The list goes on. Every single Batman villain has done something to the Batman that is truly horrible. I mean, you've got the Joker, obviously. He shot Barbara Gordon, turning her into the Oracle. Of course, apparently she recently recovered from that. I'm not really big on the Batman comics anymore. But no one has ever beaten Batman to the point where he can't walk for over a year, and where his spirit is so crushed, he doesn't think he can go on. Where he wants to break up the Bat family. No one else has that kind of accreditation. At all. No one. So I've looked at why he's mentally awesome, why he's physically awesome, and the fact that he is the only DC character to ever beat the Batman down. No one else has that to their credit. Not Superman, not Lobo. No one else. This is just Bane. Bane is the only one who has ever done it, who has ever done it multiple times. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty awesome straight to begin with. Now let's look at a bit of a history. Comic book history, not factual history, because if Bane was alive, I'm sorry, this would go from being a fanboy video to a oh hail you. Because Bane is awesome. Just end of story. But no, a bit of history. He was raised in a prison. He was raised in a prison because his father ran away from his country, from the country he was raised in, Santa Prisca, which is a DC only South American country. I think it's somewhere between. I think it's just a bit beyond Brazil, or it's somewhere between Brazil and Mexico. I'm not 100% sure. It's never really given a direct location. Cider. Anyway, so he was raised in this prison where he was educated by a Jesuit priest on the subjects of language, history, physics, biology, and eventually he developed a photographic memory. Well, an eidetic memory bordering on perfect recall. But it's far greater than any other DC character or Batman villain who also has eidetic memory without having the power of super genius. So he was already strong to begin with because he knew about diet and exercise. And all he had to do was exercise. And the fact that he was able to create this well-balanced diet that allowed him to become this powerful in a prison. I'd like to know how he was raising his rats. That's something I would really like to know. So, DC Comics, you want to explain where he got such a balanced diet that had to be so high in protein and so low in fat and carbs that he could develop this incredible strength? Please tell me, because I will eat rat for that. I would eat rat to be able to lift 1,500 pounds with just my biceps and chest. That's incredible. No one else has that kind of strength. Even in the DC universe, no one else can do that without superpowers. So, yeah, there we go. That's why he's awesome straight off the bat. Then you add the Venom to the equation. Bane is now as strong as Superman on Venom. That isn't being facetious in any way. He can lift over 3 tons on Venom. That's about the same as Superman in ordinary lighting, without like meditating in front of the sun or whatever he does. Which, to be fair, would be pretty cool. Anyway, now after he broke the bat, a year passed. Batman was starting to come back, and when he came into his home with Alfred, guess who he found? Bane sitting in one of his chairs drinking chamomile tea. Not wearing his mask and not hooked up to the Venom. Well, he was hooked up to the Venom, but he wasn't properly juicing, because he is an addict. He is a drug addict. It's basically steroid addiction, but worse. And it turns out that Bane is looking for his father. He's looking to find out his history, like why his father ran, what happened. And he thinks that Batman's father is his father because of a picture he found of his mother and Batman's dad. So Batman, Bruce Wayne, accepts Bane into his household. He trains with him. He learns from him. He also teaches Bane. They become superheroes. They become crime fighters together. For like an entire 6-month comic span. While they're waiting on these DNA tests to find out if they are actually half-brothers. And that just makes me think. Does that mean that Batman and Bane... Is Bane a member of Batman's Bat family? Because have a look at this. You've got all the Robins, who are like the sons. You've got the Batgirl, who is like the daughter. This is canon, the Bat family. You've got the Robin. You've got Batman as the dad. You've got Batgirl as the daughter. You've got the Robins, the Nightwings, and Red Hood is even a son because he was obviously a Robin originally. But he's like the son that you don't really talk about. He's the prodigal son. You hope he comes back, but oh god, please stay away. And then you've got Batwoman and Catwoman. Catwoman obviously being like the mum, Batwoman being the weird kind of aunt who occasionally turns up. There have even been some canons where Joker and Harley are members of the Bat... More Joker, but Harley by connection to the Joker. Because obviously Joker is like the weird uncle you really don't want turning up to the party. Basically Dr. Cox, if anyone watches Scrubs. And to become a member of the Bat family, you need to train with the Batman. you need to fight alongside the Batman, and you need to be accepted by the Batman. Bane has all those things. He hasn't been a real supervillain in a long time. He's far more of an anti-hero now. And we've got to say, in the New 52, in like the reboot, he became Batman. He took on the mantle. So this one's just one out for you. I'm saying right now, Bane is awesome. Bane is easily the best Batman villain. I'm not saying the best DC character, I'm not saying the best comic book character, but easily the best Batman character. I would rather read a Bane comic than I would a Batman comic. Because Bane is just so much more an interesting character, and Batman, he's old. It's awesome, and I like Batman, and I like everything around Batman. Like, I love the Bat family, that's cool. But Bane. Just Bane. That's what I want. So, but here's a question for you. Do you guys think that Bane is a member of the Bat family? I would love to know what you guys would say in that situation. Just because I think he is. I think he's an unofficial member. He's like he's another uncle. He's like the Batwoman or the Joker. But unlike the Joker, who you don't want turning up to a party, and Batwoman, who turns up and everything's a little bit awkward with her, instead I think Bane would turn up to the party and he'd be the uncle that would bring the cool presents. Because I would not be surprised if he was giving the Nightwings venom or chemistry supplies. I honestly wouldn't be surprised at that at all. But that's just my opinion. So, tell me what you think in the comments, and see you next time for Over Cider.